So this is the Schlitter Freestyle that we're going to be taking a look at today. This is the stock setup with the addition of some bags. They aren't the best looking bags I've ever had. I like the Brainbacks look a little better, but they're not bad. This is a good headrest. Seems to work pretty well. I finally got it fitted so it's right behind my head. And I'm still working through the mirror selection. This is what I have so far, and it works fairly well. The Garmin mount is not very visible. I have to kind of get up to be able to see it properly, so I don't know how I'm going to change that to work. But let's get out on the bike and see what it does. So this is basically my first ride on the bike. I did do a setup ride of my normal length and duration. And even on the setup ride, I was impressed by several things. Number one, it's much easier than I thought it would be. I thought the position would be difficult for me to adjust to, or at least take some time to get used to. Not really any difference at all. I'm used to riding a high wheeler. I have a Schlitter Encore and a Schlitter CA3. I've had multiple other high wheelers, Carbent, several Schlitters, all the way from steel, aluminum to titanium, and then of course the current carbon. But I was interested in trying this one for its low position, and it does seem to be more advantageous even than I expected. My speeds are higher on almost every segment. It's a good climber. Climbing isn't really the forte for recumbents, but if you approach them with the right mindset and spin, good recumbent can climb pretty well. One of my favorite recumbent stories is climbing a mild grade and passing some people, and one of the gals talked over to me as I was going by, and she said, "Gee, I thought recumbents were bad climbers. I thought they were slow." And I said, "Yeah, they are," as I passed her. And the message I have out of that is climbing is more about the rider and is rider specific. So if you climb well, and I'm no featherweight, if you climb well and spin, it's not really an issue. Do I want to go up a 12 or 15% grade? No. But on the 5, 6, 7% grades, just be persistent and tenacious and keep your spin up, and you'll do just fine. Now, I'm in Reno. Altitude here is right at 450 feet during most of my ride, plus or minus 100 feet or so. Nothing in Reno is flat. It looks flat, it's not. Everything is altitude gain or loss. So this is a little bit of a workout compared to something like riding in maybe the San Joaquin Valley of California, where you can ride 100 miles and have 10 to 20 feet of altitude change. So I have 600 feet of altitude change over my 30 miles, and you'd only realize about 200 feet of it as being climbing. Now this is where I can kind of get out and go. And I'm up to 24.5 miles an hour. Well, I'm going to cut this off in just a minute and make this short, but I have to say I'm very happy with this bike. It's smooth, it's quiet, it's fast, and it's easy to adjust to, easy to get used to. So if you have a high wheeler now, or if you're looking to upgrade to a high wheeler, the Schlitter Freestyle should be among your top choices. It's really nice, and I'm happy with it. Okay, well, we're back from the ride, and I have some conclusions after comparing my rides with this bike and several other bikes on the Garmin. This bike is the fastest bike I've ever done on my 30-mile ride that I do every other day. It's a couple 3% faster than my Schlitter CA3 Carbon. It is about 10% faster than my Trek road bike, my Domani road bike, and it's considerably faster than my Easy Racer, my Schlitter Giro 20, and a couple of other recumbents. So I am very pleased with the speed of this bike, the comfort of this bike. It's pretty smooth. On most bumps, it's pretty good. On washboard, it's a little bit rough. The carbon fiber is a little smoother over washboard, but over the bumps, this is as good, if not just a little bit better than the carbon. So I am extremely happy with the performance of this bike. It's very fast, and I'm sure as I get used to it, my muscles build up and I get some built up muscles specific for this bike. I think I will get some even faster times, and of course just good luck will help me sometimes with the difference between the lights that I run into. I have 12 lights on my way and generally miss half of them. They slow me down, so I think I will even get faster. So this has been a very pleasant experience. I really like this bike, and I encourage you to take a look at it and consider buying it.